How can I show my face? How can I show my face confidently after that? How can man show his face after that? Tell me how. Links down below. We're going for 1 hour tonight. 12 o'clock is the cutoff. How can you show your face as a Carlton supporter after that game? What an embarrassment. Absolute embarrassment. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic that was. That was pathetic. That was pathetic. If you go home with a smile on your face after that, you don't know football. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now I'm going to tell you you're wrong. Harry Mackay. Where do I start with you, brother? Colgate. Mr. Colgate. Mr. Insta Reels. 10, 15, 75 played, 9, 17, 71. You can thank Tom Lynch for his 2 goals, 7. Thank Tom Lynch and thank your lucky stars because it could have got even more embarrassing. That was absolute fucking dog shit. Fucking dog shit. I've never been so angry after a win in my life. Never. Never been so angry after a win in my life. Only Carlton can do this. Only Carlton. Shout out only Carlton a tush. Glazing up Paddy Cripps too at halftime. What did he do? Apparently he was amazing. Where was our midfield again? I saw Cooper Lord on a wing. Cooper Lord! Cooper Lord on a fucking wing! Ollie Holland's down back. At half back. Mitch McGovern starts up forward. Oh, he kicked 2 goals. Who gives a flying fuck? What did he do after it? Lockie Floggerty. What did he do? This bloke's missing from 15 out. You got Donk, Taylor Byrne. You got him sitting in the 2s. Hudson O'Keefe, not his fault. He's not ready yet. Hudson O'Keefe is not fucking ready yet, Michael Voss. Oh, apparently you were fist pumping after. You're fist pumping because you kept your job for another fucking week. That's why you're fist pumping. You got Zach Balenciaga Williams on his 1.4 million a year this year. 1.4. Fist pumping like he's won a grand final. How many times we've seen that? Saw it against Essendon doing these ones. Embarrassing. Absolutely pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. It's absolutely fucking pathetic. It's actually sickening. We've got a 19-year-old. He's our best player already. 19 years old. He's our best player already. Give him the rising star already. Give it to him. Just give it to him. Because that's the only light we see down at Carlton. He is it. He is it. Sam Walsh. And Patrick Cripps, 62 between them, mate. Couldn't tell you one good thing they fucking did. Can Patrick Cripps kick for goal? Clip it up. Let's get the people in because we're only here for an hour. If you wanna join. Links in there. Links in there. Bro, remember, it's always Harry's forward line. Never was, never will be. How about
that? That says it all, doesn't it?
It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing. I can't believe what I witnessed. Cooper Lord was on a wing after having the half of his life against Warner, Heaney, Goulden. This bloke starts him on a wing. I can't comprehend it. I can't comprehend it. I can't comprehend that decision.
It was quite possibly the shittest game of football I've ever been to. And I've seen some dog shit. I've watched us get pumped by GWS when they had 16 on the ground and it was still worse than that. Still, I would rather 2006 Carlton than this shit. 2006 Carlton. Do you know how fucking bad we were? Do you know how bad we were? We were worse tonight than I've ever seen, ever. We were garbage. If Lockie Fogarty gets enough, it took him 6 quarters to get a fucking tackle this year. 6 quarters.
That's his whole job. That's his whole job, apparently.
Six.
It's
6
embarrassing.
quarters of footy for the year to get a goddamn tackle. If he gets a game, then I said to Mars in the car, Good Friday, I'm not wasting my time with these pieces of shit because they don't
20.
care about it. I'd rather
20.
spend it with my grandmothers.
24
Shit.
criminals. 24
Shit.
criminals, including Voss. Criminal. He's the biggest criminal of them all. Mate, I don't know what you made of the game. Did you go to the game, Zach?
Yeah.
Mate, I don't know if I'm watching what other people are watching, but that was embarrassing. It was embarrassing.
Celebrates that.
You know what it was? Like the start of it was just literally, and I said to my dad, I go, look, that is last week against worst opposition. And I don't know how when they're gonna get their run, but they're gonna get a run, and it'd be interesting to see what they do with it and how we react. And we reacted with literally, bro, zero structure. I'm sorry, like this guy gave us the win, but it's zero structure. We have nothing.
What happened to we're gonna be playing free flowing football? Where did that go? We just resorted to click copy, click paste, click copy, click paste, click copy, click paste. That's all we did. We just got the ball and bombed it again. It was slow ball movement. The build-up was shit.
Bro, exiting defensive half. What the fuck is this?
Goodwin got sacked.
Good kicks like Florent. Good kicks in this team. And
No,
they
he's
can't
not.
enter the defensive half.
Zach. Sorry. I'm not having a go at you, but Ollie Florent is no fucking good. We traded a 2-time leading goal kicker of the competition for a leading turnover player. Just deep this, the whole chat, whoever's in the chat. For Charlie Curnow, we got Ollie Florent and Will Hayward. 2 bums. 2 bums we got for the 2-time leading kicker of the competition. Deep it. He's a dog, Curnow, but you know what? We got fucking scraps for Charlie Curnow. I don't care about the picks. We got scraps for Charlie Curnow, bro. Ollie Florent could be one of the worst kicks I've ever witnessed.
He turned over so many times today. And it wasn't just him. Exiting defensive 50, we were disgraceful. No options down the line. The only option down the line was Harry, painted on arms again. Mate, I'm telling you, that was the biggest issue for me. Zero structure exiting defensive 50. They hemmed us in. Richmond hemmed us in defensive 50. How the fuck are you letting that happen? I'm sorry. We were supposed to be, like, we were talking on Selection Blues, Dylan and I will say, look, we've gone quite tall, which was to our detriment. But surely if you've gone quite tall, you can get a fucking mark down the line. Bro, it is disgraceful.
He's still got his hands painted on his chest. Harry Mackay. I'll tell you, I'd rather Levi Casbolt. I'm telling you right now.
Then he had that one over the top. I forgot
to
hit him and he just dropped it. Can't be doing that.
Andy, how are you?
How are you, boys?
Oh, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But just remember, sorry to cut you, even though I asked you how you're going, because I'm going to lose my mind. We're at the beginning. They're Michael Voss's words. That's what he said in the presser. We are at the beginning. So I have to expect these performances because we are in around these teams. And I did say that we're an average list and we are in around these teams. Going to be a scrap against these teams.
Fuck.
Good luck
average,
if we're versing anyone half decent.
Nice. Saying average is being nice, Muzz. Fuck.
Guys. Last week we lost. This week we won. That's another level.
Oh yeah, real good.
Flaggers, baby.
It's embarrassing.
Fucking embarrassing.
Look, I think you nailed it, Mars. Like, if we expect this team to be like a finals team, you're kidding. We're not. So
nowhere near it. We're nowhere near it.
We're playing. The scary thing for me is we're playing Richmond, who's literally second year of a rebuild, and we're just beating them. So it kind of shows you where we're at. Now, the only excuse I'll give the Blues is even when our team was a lot better and Richmond's team was a lot better, the first round where we play them, the games are generally always close. They're up to 24 points. But there was a lot of things tonight where you're like, It's just the same old, same old. Like, even with our hand pass game, it looked a lot better tonight. We still,
Did it
we
though?
still
Did
are
it?
getting the way we structure up. We structure up in a line, basically in a corridor, and teams know that that's how we do. We throw players to the ball, and then they hang on the outside. So when you lose contest, all they do is they drift away from you to either the wing or through the center of the ground, overlap, mark inside 50 or goal. And that's the thing that hasn't changed since like the last few years. And it was meant to have changed this year, and it still hasn't changed. So whether or not they're going to be able to change that, I don't know. But the thing for me tonight isn't structure or personnel, it's mental toughness. They've got it in their head that after half time
It's
they're
over.
going to get rolled, and
Yeah.
that's what happens.
And any little thing that Richmond do positively, 2 in a row, they do something 2 in a row positively, good night. It's good night. Even the times where we were fumbling in our offensive 50, we were fumbling, we were not, really not doing anything, and we'd still have it there because they weren't skilled enough, Richmond, to get the ball out. And the amount of times they let us off the hook, I mean, we're going to talk about it all day. Their lack of talent, I guess, let us off the hook. Because genuinely, you can talk about Lynch. Lynch is a microcosm of it. Because Richmond's lack of talent has let us off the hook here.
We don't have enough goal creators. We don't have enough excitement in our forward line, and you've
But I
got.
thought we were going to be more dynamic this year. Everyone said we're a more dynamic forward line. We're
Bro, it's the same
dynamically
thing as last week.
shit.
We did the same.
You may as well
shit
play
as last year.
you may as well play the emergency meeting from last week. Genuinely, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. There's no different.
Well, how long?
And it's no different
how
from
long
from
does-
3 years ago, 2 years ago, and a year ago. It's the same thing.
How long does Kemp stay in the forward line? Because I
Oh,
don't.
I've told you.
He
everyone,
went down
mate.
back. He went down back in the
He went
second
down
He went
quarter.
down back. He
You
went
can't
down back
be
in the
doing
last
this.
quarter.
This is fucking haram ball. This is
What?
haram ball. You can't be
Wait,
haram
Lots of
balling, bro.
daggers, that's a great comment.
Square
Square
pegs round holes FC, mate. Seriously, I've never seen. Now I need somebody to tell me if I'm going insane, but I've never seen so many players being played out of position in my life. I've never seen it.
What about
Are
Hollands
we the
again?
only team that does this? Or I mean, I watch a lot of football and I watch every game of football, every year, bar a couple. And I
McGovern-
just
You know what else
McGovern
too?
was forward and back line like 4 times.
Correct. And so I was at the punt road end. M11. So that was where our defense lined up straight away. Hollands is on Morris Rioli.
how?
When did this bloke turn into a lockdown defender? What the fuck? Is
I
that
saw-
Chris Licker?
I saw Sam Walsh at fullback. I saw
Oh,
Cooper
yeah.
Lord in the back pocket at times. Mate, the Cooper Lord decision to play him on the wing, I actually don't get it. He's either taking him for unders and he's genuinely having a bet. He's
Someone
genuinely
who bet on
having a
him, I
bet.
can fucking tell you, he's taking him for unders. Absolutely.
He is. I'm convinced he is detrimental to players' careers. Michael Voss. He's got to be
100%.
sacked. He's got to
Because
go.
we've spoken
He's already
about on
wasted
this
5
channel,
years of their
who's
careers.
he improved?
He's already wasted
Who's
5
he actually
years of their
improved?
careers.
He's improved
Gokhan,
no one. This is the
Gokhan,
picture, but he's
you went.
improved no one.
You
He
went.
was fucking shit. Like I was saying, he's wasted 5 years of their careers.
How are we 5 years
That's
in
fucking
and we're at the
shit.
beginning again? We're 5 years in and we're at the beginning. This
At
is
the
what he
beginning.
told us. He told us this. Remember, we're at the
And
beginning.
he told us we'd be different, and we're the exact same. The
Never been
exact
so
same.
embarrassed after a win. Like, I was embarrassed that our supporters losing their minds over a win like that. I'm like, it's
Oh,
nothing to
don't even
celebrate.
get me started.
Nothing to
No,
Don't even
celebrate.
get me
disgusting.
started. Yeah, but they're but they're like the 3-year members. Like they don't know yet. They don't know. They don't understand the pain that we
Talking
all
shit
go
outside
through
the
yet.
ground. I'm like, calm the fuck down, man.
Bro, there was people, me and Mars walked out of the ground and we're standing there and there's Carlton supporters trying to punch on with Richmond supporters. Like, are you fucking well?
I
Are
just
you
told them,
fucking
mate,
well?
get out of here.
Straight to the
Just-
car or train. Simple as
Just
that.
get out of here, mate. Go home and I don't know. Go drink a bottle of metho.
I've had my
Rocco,
ingrown toenail trotted on by someone trying to punch on with someone.
his connection is stable.
Got the
right?
hotel
He's
Wi-Fi
all
again,
good.
Rocker.
Yeah,
But
he's
my
got the
headphones
Vince
on, man.
connection.
I
I mean,
can't
it's-
believe I can't believe where we are. I'm actually
Mate, the lack of
wrong. I
skills.
can't believe where we are.
You know what it was? You go into the start of that third quarter, and it just compounds and compounds and compounds and compounds and compounds. And there's no backbone. There is no structure in terms of how do we get out of a pressure situation. Other teams, when they're under pressure, they do so many things to get out of it. For us, everyone, no matter how good you are, if you're a Cripps or if you're a fucking McGovern, it doesn't matter.
Zach, 1 goal 6 for the last half.
1 goal.
Peter
6.
V, $2. We are back to where we started from pre 2022. Well,
And it
we're
doesn't
back
matter.
to start of
It
Michael
doesn't-
Voss.
Yeah. Doesn't matter which player, they all losing their heads. Our leaders were losing their heads. Our shit kickers were losing their heads. Everyone was losing their heads. You can't be having that, and that comes from coaching.
We could just thank Tom Lynch for the whole thing. Otherwise, we lose by 7 goals easily. Like
If that's any
he
other
kicks half
team-
those goals, it's game over, man.
Tom
Tom
man right
Lynch
there.
doesn't give away that reversed free kick.
Yeah, it's GG.
I don't know
Game
if this
over.
is true. Did you hear Muppets like Hinkley and Simpson pre-game saying shit like Carlton just need to win by a point to scare off the Wolves? That's
We
even
shouldn't have goals
worse.
to score off.
That's even worse.
Shit, bro. That was. I've been to a few comedy acts this week. I went to
That's
see
the best.
Jeff Dye, one of my favorite comedians, man. Got to meet him, mate. He signed a poster for me. But that's the best comedy act I've seen, man. I couldn't stop laughing. Mars, in that last quarter, I was laughing through the whole quarter. Like,
It's
just
full apathy.
rinse and repeat, man. Like, this is last week's game, but with worse opposition. That's all this was. This
That's
is
all it
last
was.
week's
Spot
game.
on. Hey, Rocco, you can also you can end it here. That's spot on. It
That's
was
all
the
man.
same situation again.
Boys,
And,
what?
and I did hear Mars, and we were talking about it during the game, man. These moves, I don't understand. Why is he trying to reinvent the wheel? The wheel works fine. It's round. It works. You can't make a square wheel. You don't put Ollie Hollins in the back line. You don't put Cooper Lord
on a wing.
put McGovern in the forward line, then chuck him in the back. Williams, he
And then
starts
forward
in the
line
back. He moves to the forward line. Like, what is going on? At our disposal, we talked about this during the practice matches. It was disgraceful, our disposal, and it has not changed. That's some of the worst disposals I've seen. We just got pushed around by Richmond. Do you understand? I want everyone to understand this. Richmond, do you understand? I know they're up and coming, but come on, we are at the level of Richmond now after 5 years.
Bro, we
Let's
made
applaud
Sam
him.
Lawler look like
Let's
Dusty,
applaud him.
bro.
Oh,
We made Sam
Literally,
Lawler
hey,
look like
literally,
fucking,
fucking.
made
literally.
him look like Dustin Martin, bro. Like, we know he's going to be a great footballer, but man, we made him look like fucking Dustin Martin.
Told you that number 4 will be floating around and it looks like him. Can I just say again now? Elijah Holland's right. Elijah
wow,
Holland.
wow.
Should've
Wow.
started
Let
in
me
the
just
twos,
get-
like I said.
What's wrong with this bloke?
What
Where
is
this
he?
bloke?
I don't understand what he is at the moment.
What
Mate,
is
those fucking
again?
little
Where
dinky kicks he tries? Those little dinky kicks, mate. Fuck.
what is his position?
That's the number one thing there.
Where does he
I don't know
play
where his position
football? What is going up here mentally? And he did it again. If he is an X Factor player, why didn't we throw him in the middle? 0 center bounce attendances again.
He should be.
Sorry,
to
Blake
tell
in
you
the chat.
truth,
I'm not. No. I got fucking scolded for this on the first episode of Blue Sunday, saying he should have come through the twos and earned his spot. Blake in the chat. That's a load of bullshit. That he's had a year off. Too bad. That's not our issue. You're either ready for it or you play in the fucking twos. Simple as that. No ifs, buts, or maybes.
Who do you play instead?
Anyone
Mate.
but him.
No,
Someone
no.
who
Anyone.
deserves a game.
No,
give games to
no,
Ison.
everyone, hang on.
Like Jack
You'll,
Ison.
you'll say anyone. Who do you play instead of him?
I would have
Listen,
genuinely.
I don't know
I
what his
watched the
position is.
VFL. I watched the VFL.
This bloke
game
was
because-
not ready, mate. This
I
bloke
watched
was
the
not
I
ready.
watched the VFL
He was
game
not
today.
ready, mate. Why does he deserve a game? What did he do to deserve a game?
Who do you play instead?
It doesn't matter. There's plenty of players that you
Well, if
Pick
he's
one.
playing off,
Rocco,
Yeah, I'll
pick
give you one.
Pick,
Why
I'll
did you
give you
play
one.
Burn?
Jack Ison.
Play
pick
Burn.
one.
Play Burn.
Pick one.
Play Burn.
Yeah.
if he's
He
Jack
didn't
Ison.
deserve a game. He's come along. He's been disgraceful last year. He gets the fucking sack. He comes back. He does
Where's
nothing.
Flynn Young?
And
Where's
he gets
Flynn Young?
fucking handed games. He
Where's
should
Flynn
have come
Young?
through the fucking reserves. Man, you can see he's not ready because when the pressure hits last week and this week, his kicking has been deplorable, bro. It's been deplorable. You can't say who would you play. Mate, leave Moyer in there. Leave Moyer in there.
Spot on.
Guys,
Where's Flynn Young?
I'm not a
Flynn
throw
Young,
more
he would have been another one.
I'm not a
You have
throw more
another- you
problems.
have another
I'm not a throw
midfield-
more problems at the problems. I'm a
Yeah, but you
All right,
but,
well,
but
what's
you
our
have
so-
another
w-
midfielder. You have
well,
another
what's our
midfielder
solution?
there.
What's
You
our
have another midfielder there in Cooper Lord, and you're playing him on the fucking wing. Put him in the middle and put a forward in. For God's sake,
I genuinely like after that game tonight, Elijah Hollins will be dropped. He probably
how good
won't
was his
be,
brother?
but
Has to be,
he's got to
bro.
be dropped. Moya
Yeah,
comes
Mate, his
in
brother was that
and
shit.
Burn comes straight in.
Vossi's
fucking
Vossi's
Burn.
got
selection.
There's two choices
Sorry,
there,
if
Moya
you want
Burn.
selection
Because he doesn't have a
Integrity.
position anyway.
integrity, you can't play this bloke. He didn't deserve a game, mate. He hasn't deserved a game, and it's proven in the last 2 weeks. In
one
the
of
last 2
Vossi's
weeks,
one of Vossi's biggest issues, right? Okay, and I'm not against
He
you here,
can't
guys.
coach.
One of Vossi's biggest issues is selection integrity in my book, right? You can have 10 games in a row where you're ineffective, you're not playing a team game, and if he likes you, he keeps you in. So last week, Reedy dropped after one, Moore dropped after one, and Saad did an injury. Who else? That was it. 3 players
it.
out, 3 in. Now, I watched the VFL today, Flynn Young, I think him and
3.
Byrne, I think, kicked the most goals in the whole preseason games. And obviously they've had more VFL games. So Flynn Young probably comes in. But the problem that with Voss, after 2 lackluster games, he won't drop him.
No,
So-
he never will. He's got his
He won't
favourite.
drop him.
You know what it is?
So unless he
Here's
gets
the thing.
injured,
Sorry,
unless he
continue.
gets injured, he's going to stay in on potential and on promise. So
He hasn't affected the game twice. In 2 games, he hasn't had any effect. All right, he kicked a goal in that second quarter last week against Sydney. But other than that, he hasn't done anything. He was genuinely
He did-
trashed tonight.
he did some okay things tonight, but he failed. He phased out of the game, and
If
when
he's
he,
an X factor player, he brought nothing to the game. He brought nothing
Yeah.
to the contest. He
he
brought
doesn't
nothing.
have aggression. He does everything very. He looks. I don't know. I can't even describe the
nonchalant.
word on
He's
how
like
he moves,
nonchalant.
but he moves very sort of like half-assed when he in his movement.
You
but-
watch Campbell Chesser will get dropped next week for Blake Acres too. You can already see it happening.
You know what it is? So, yeah.
Or
do you wanna
Cooper
know I'm
Lord.
talking
Or
about this?
Cooper Lord.
Nah,
Do you
no
wanna know
chance
I'm
you
talking
might
about
if you
this?
drop Cooper Lord.
Bro,
Played
Mate,
him
it
on
should
a
be the
wing
other
and he
Holmes
didn't do
brother.
anything.
Should be the other Holmes brother. It was fucking shit. Ollie.
But
was
he's not a
shocking
halfback
Not
flanker.
a
He should
halfback
be on the
flanker.
wing.
Shouldn't be
I
on the
can't
halfback.
believe he was there.
tonight. It was
This is
shocking
the
tonight.
this is the other thing with our team, right? Is most teams like they brought in that Sam Grill tonight, who looked awesome. Who do we have in the halfback that will give a short kick and then run on and create? We don't really have one. Like maybe Williams every now and then, Sard. One. We don't really have a dynamic halfback. Every team's got one except us. So we brought Florin in to be that player. He's not that player anymore. So who do we have? Because I'm sorry, Carroll, Cowan, Boyd, even to an extent that's playing in the twos, they can kick the ball, but they don't have that pass it, run past, give it back to me, and then I'll keep going until I'm in the center of the ground. We don't have a player that opens the ground up with like risky play. We
The
don't
only
have a
one that
halfback
does
like
that-
that.
The only
Carroll.
one that does that is a 19-year-old and he plays in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's the only one. He's our best footballer. It's actually sickening.
So do you put him on halfback?
Mate, you might as well just play him everywhere. Do the kick-ins, do everything. Genuinely do everything.
You know what it was
Because
as well?
Don't even let him get off the ground. Just beat him. Just beat him like a 10-year-old horse in racing. Just beat him into the ground, mate. He's our best player. He
Dylan
makes
and I were
things
talking about
happen.
this as well. At the
By
selection
far.
table, sometimes it's fine to have 1 + 1 = 2. You got Fogarty who's giving you nothing, offering you nothing. Sometimes it's fine to put a like for like. You've got Sard come out. Sometimes it's fine to do a like for like. But sometimes it's also fine to change it up a bit. And I just didn't understand the inclusion of Hudson O'Keefe today. I like the
I-
kid.
Ridiculous. That was
I like the
he's
kid,
not ready. The
But
kid.
you've
not
gone
ready.
tall again. Our issue last week was you've got that kind of fifth player option, and you've put Reedy there. And again, no disrespect to Reedy or Hudson O'Keefe, but you can't have the 2-ruck system currently. You needed that. You needed extra legs. We needed
Who's
extra
your
legs
second-
because they ran
who's
us
your
off our
second
field
ruck,
that
Harry?
term again.
Harry Mackay,
set-
because he's not useful up forward. You might as well put him in the ruck. You might as well.
Yeah.
You genuinely might as well. And look, Hudson O'Keefe, he's a project player. So I'm not getting onto the point of Hudson O'Keefe
It's the
because
fact that he
it's
was
not
there.
his fault. He shouldn't
Correct.
have been picked in that team. Nowhere near. He's not ready yet.
Baffling decision.
He's clearly not ready yet. Moya should have stayed in the team. Played a very good game in the VFL today, so I expect him to come right back in. And if he doesn't, then you might as well forget about it with him. But that Hudson O'Keefe, I don't understand why he got picked. Fogarty, I don't understand why these players get picked.
You
They're not
look
good.
at you look at Fogarty and Byrne, right? The upside to play, I said this literally yesterday. The upside of playing Fogarty, non-existent, but the downside is there. Byrne, there's really not much downside, but there's a lot of upside. I don't get it. It's a like for like.
His attack on the ball, his aggression, he's got a lovely kick on him.
There's upside
and
there.
makes things happen.
We've seen 4 years of Foggy. There's a clear upside with Byrne. I don't get it. And that's just one thing. That's one thing. Because we could have had Byrne there and it would have been the same situation. Because the way we are set up is to fail and is to panic. It is panic stations, and that's all we know. And that leads to
And you see a
inconsistency.
couple of times that Fogarty, I think he only had like 6 possessions tonight.
And he missed from point blank.
And he missed from point blank. When he was going for goal, Dylan goes, and I said, no, you can't miss this. There's no chance you'll miss it.
What did Dylan say? He miss it?
There's no fucking chance. He hit the post. It's harder to hit the post than to fucking kick a goal.
It took Fogarty 6 quarters of footy this year to lay a tackle.
Get a tackle.
6 quarters of footy.
Yeah, spot on, Ron.
So, but is this now? First of all, someone said something about Ollie Hollett, mate. He's playing in the back line. He's playing as a lockdown player. That's not his job, man.
It's not his role.
Seriously,
It's
I'm not
not his
putting
role.
anything on Ollie Hollins. I don't care. He was brought in as a winger. Why? Look, what is the thing that's similar every fucking week? It's Michael Voss's moves here. I don't get what he was trying to do from the start, right? It's the moves, it's the selections, it's the way the team doesn't know where they are, what they're doing. McGovern starts forward, he goes back. No one knows what's going on. And I've said this for ages. Soon as the pressure hits, we're going to revert back to this shit game plan. And we did it again. It's exactly what is different between last year and this year? Nothing. It's exactly the same. What? Because they do a couple of extra handballs, they're trying to run through the middle. And
that creates pressure.
6 times they got themselves in trouble for doing that because they do it at the wrong time. Like they think that it's just move the ball quick. That's not the way you play the game, man. Seriously, Boss to me, man. He's the leader. What's he doing, bro? What's he doing to us?
How do you keep him?
I don't know.
What? I'd love to know his presser and what he says in it today or tonight. I'd love to. I can't wait to watch it.
Someone said in the chat. Wait up. Someone said in the chat.
Got been on by now.
Nick Rads, BT asked Voss what he's going to talk about with the players in the team meeting. He says, no word of a lie. He goes, I don't know, to be honest. Like, mate, is he taking the piss out of us?
He said, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. You know, they're going to talk about this stupid Oliver Dean song or whatever her name is. They're going to play this song and glaze over that for a fucking. They're going to put 35 memes out They're going to put another Colgate ad
Hey,
out.
Mars.
Mr. Insta Reels about his fucking Santa Fe. He's going to put, I'm telling you right now, I'm coming for him. Harry Mackay, I am coming for you. The crosshairs are firmly set. Like DJT, Donald Trump, mate, I'm telling you right now, my crosshairs are firmly set on this bloke. This bloke is bumming out right now. He's a genuine bum right now. Anyone that said he's better than Charlie Curnow, you got no clue. You got no clue. I'm serious. And if you keep saying that he's better than Charlie, you just exit. Just exit the chat. Now, Dylan, member for 22 months. Why is Williams even kicking the game-winning goal? Well, I did tell you that he will drift up forward and you'll throw the magnets around and you will see him up forward this year. So there it is. But yeah, I'm
going to bed. I've got work to get to in the morning. All I know is he needs to be sacked too now.
It's time to go!
Oh, I couldn't wait to play that.
Anyone here with 500
as well, boys?
Am I crashing out? Hell yeah, I'm crashing out. But I'm locked in. It's time to go!
See you, Gokhan. Oh, I love I'm hitting it. I'm doing what Michael Voss should be doing or Graham Wright should be doing. He should have been sacked at 3/4 time. Simple as that.
Anyone here win $500 or no?
500.
Anyone here win 500? Anyone here win any giveaways? That's all they seem to fucking care about.
Oh, yes. Yeah. The $500 giveaways. Yeah. We're back at it again. We're back at it. We're giving out. If anybody wants to join, I'm telling you, I'm going for another 26 minutes tonight because I'm not. I can't.
Because we've said it already. We've said it all already. You just play it from last week. Everyone here was in this same exact video last week. Just play it again.
Exactly
the same things happen.
Click copy, click paste. Click copy, click paste. That's it.
You can copy paste this because they seem to have copy pasted this game plan, which is the same fucking thing. It's the same thing.
I can't believe a 19-year-old is our best footballer. A 19-year-old is. We're back here again. We're going to kill this kid. This kid's going to be killed.
We're back
here.
Deja vu.
He's saving Michael Voss at the moment.
No, seriously, we found Jagger.
No plan, though. There is no plan. It's the same plan, and the same plan is that there's no plan. Nope, there's nothing. There's nothing to
the narrative this week. I want to hear the narrative this week. I
said the worst part. The worst part about where we're at now is we're going to get a couple of young talents. We got Dean, we got Jagger. We'll get Walker next year, and we're poisoning them. Like we're killing them already. Like we're bringing them into a shitty culture, a shitty performing side, a club that's just riddled with, mediocrity. And it's like these guys are fucking like Smith tonight was just. Man, he was brilliant, and
definitely.
If you poison them from such a young age, they just get used to that. It's sort of what's happened to Walsh and what happened to frickin' I don't know, Charlie and Tom DeConning and all those guys, and it's like, well, if it's that fucking no good, eventually they'll say, guys, I'm out of here.
Bye-bye. And that's what 3 of them did last year.
Yeah, but
that's what 3 of them did.
They were toxic.
We just gotta bank the wins. We gotta give them some fucking positivity, boys. Because
it's hard to find. I'll tell you that.
No, I get it, but you know what? If we had lost, we would have had this reaction. We've won, and we've got this reaction. It's like it wasn't a good win, but at least they got lost,
it. I think we'd be saying the same thing.
But it depends on where you're at. And
correct.
It depends on where you're at, mate. Like if we're Richmond or we're North Melbourne and that, what you just said is 100% right. You need to get those wins. We're Carlton, right? That has been building for 5 years. Who had the best. We had the best line in the business. Remember,
the straightest
in the fucking business.
Every physio would have loved to have worked on us. Not one issue we had. Not one issue.
After 5 years, he's telling me we're at the beginning again, and now you're telling me, it's a win. No, mate, I'm not at that stage anymore. I'm not happy with Justin.
But what are we going to do about it? That's the problem. We can't do anything about it.
I know we can't. All we can do is this, right? I know we can't, but I get frustrated at seeing what's going on. What do you mean? What are we going to do about it? There's a lot we could do about it. Just we haven't got the power to do it, right? But there is a
That's
lot
it.
that can be done. So all we can do is put out our frustrations here, right? But at the end of the day, I don't want to hear, oh, it's a win. No, that's not good enough anymore. We're not at that stage anymore, bro. We've gone backwards. We are now at the level of North Melbourne and Richmond. Do you believe
We
it?
are.
Like when I say that out
Yep.
loud, I think
Yep.
I'm crazy. We're at the
Yep.
same level as them. It's weird, man. It's killing me, mate. We
Lone-
are
We're bottom.
We are
We're
going
bottom
backwards.
6 again. We're bottom 6 again, and that sucks. But
that's bad.
Lone
And
Wolf
you know
fan.
what? I reckon we're going to get worse before we get better.
Yeah, it's the same thing
Well-
again. Lone Wolf fan, $5 at this rate. Dan Housen will make a better coach than Voss. Absolutely
We got
disgusting
fucking
performance
cursed.
by them. You're cursed. That's for all the WWE fans. We are cursed, mate. This club is cursed. So, where's Mick? Is he in his bunker?
Hey, you won't be able to see me. I'm driving.
All right. What are you going to tell us? Give us your synopsis of the beautifulness that ensued before our eyes.
I want to say one thing and I apologise if someone else already said it, but I've tried to listen to the show so far. The lack of communication on the ground, and I see row F, so I'm pretty close. You can hear the talk. Richmond constantly, I could hear them yelling, screaming, here, there, all over the place. We walk around like we're the mutes that don't have a fucking tongue. Like the amount of times, how many times did we get pinged for holding the ball tackles or knocked loose tackles with players that were completely oblivious as to their surroundings because nobody's talking to one another. It's under 10 shit. I couldn't stomach it. I got no voice. I was trying to yell for him. It just absolutely boiled me to death today.
How many hospital handballs were there tonight? How
That
many?
too.
Oh, and Cripps was a big culprit.
We had an
Big culprit in a
ECU
lot of them
ward
tonight.
building up. We had a ward building up. They could have all been at St. Vincent's on the corner there of fucking Victoria Street. Seriously, they all could have been in that ICU ward. I saw about 10 different handballs going, where are you going? Where are you going? Back into danger, standing players. Then you got Michael Voss fist pumping these wins. Like, where are the standards? Is this the new standard then? This is the standard.
You know what his fist pumping, Mars? His fist pumping, not getting sacked.
Yeah, and fist pumping that he's got Jagger Smith in his team and that Tom Lynch missed 7 goals.
100%,
Or maybe
man.
missed like 3 or 4 of them.
Let's not forget
Fucking
that.
scumbag.
2 goals, 8. That bloke is dog shit, mate. If he kicks straight, we're losing by 6 goals to Richmond.
He was gifted 6 of those shots from the fucking umpires anyway.
But it doesn't matter. All right, say they're gifted. All right, let's give it to him. But he still missed, Mick. Imagine he
Yeah,
kicks
I
him
agree
straight.
completely.
If that was
That's
like,
what I'm saying. He had everything working for him, and he still fucked him up.
I know, and he fucked it up. And and if you look at the way they move the ball, they've got some sort of structure and plan. They move the ball. They move the ball beautifully, man, and
With purpose.
With purpose. And how many times did they take like a leading mark? I can't remember, but there would have been at least half a dozen times. How many times did we do a leading mark? How many times did we get the ball?
Rocco, they don't lead. They don't lead. They
I know.
stay still.
I know. What is going on? Like, I just don't get it, man. Like,
Our
our game plan is dog shit.
Our players run towards the goal. No one runs away from the goal towards the kicker. And that's been a problem for years. Since 2023. 2023 is probably the last time we did it. But I watched tonight really closely. And every time we had that ball around the middle of the ground on the wings and we kicked it in, no one's coming towards the ball. They're all standing there just going, just kick it. And they're like,
where's the decoy runs? No decoy runs, nothing.
Hudson
to create
O'Keefe had the
space.
ball once and he's like, are any of you going to move? Like, are you going to move? And they didn't. So he's like, all right, well, I have to bomb it in. So
how many times did Richmond run down that boundary line and hug that boundary line with open play? It happened consistently from the second quarter, and not one banana decided to move towards that side of the ground. We still kept running through the corridor alongside them.
we forced them to that side on purpose.
But it was working in our favour because they had open players, so they were able to handball and kick their way out of it.
Yeah,
If you go back and watch this replay, it'll drive you nuts.
But what Carlton will say is they had bad shots on angles because we forced them to the side instead of letting them go corridor.
Correct.
But we didn't cut their run.
And you know what else too?
There
Like,
was none of that.
bro, our back six, okay, if you look at it again, one-on-one, like you look at Lewis Young, I know he's copping a lot of flack. For me personally, I don't put what Lynch did or what anyone did, I guess, in Richmond's forward line to the literal one-on-one defending from our defenders. I'm sorry. I don't care. I didn't think Lewis Young was that bad, to be honest. But when you look at one-on-one defending with our defenders, that's okay. That's always been okay with this back six, especially in the last year and a bit. But the way we actually defend as a midfield, again,
As a cohesive unit, shit house.
as the
They're
cohesive
not
unit,
cohesive. They're not.
How many inside 50s did we allow back to back? I would love to know the stat on rebound 50s because we get it out, straight back in.
Guys, there's no trust from group to group in the same group. There's no trust between the players, and you can see it. Like you mentioned the talking on the ground. It's a bunch of individuals playing in a group. So there was a couple of plays where Matt Carroll got exposed. He's just standing guarding space. No one's commanding him to go to someone. Ryan Mansell gets a kick on the back pocket, kicks a goal. Now, Carroll should have been on him. He was just drifted off. Carroll's like, no, I'm not going to go with you. He gets an easy mark inside 50 and goals. Now, Wiedering was back there. Florent was back there. Young was back there. They should be screaming at him, oi, get on your fucking man. But they didn't. And they, like David King during the week, he showed this. He showed this on freaking First Crack. He showed it. He goes, look at the leadership. Look who you put behind the play. And it was Bontempelli. And you see Bontempelli barking at players. You stand on him. You stand on him. We don't have a player that does that. Even Wiedering doesn't really do that. He doesn't tell them where to go, where to stand, switch on, go guard that space. So when the ball comes in, we realise why we're such a bad stoppage team, especially in defence. It's because no one's commanding what they do.
There's no cool heads in there. There's no cool heads. And I understand the crowd's getting on top of you. There's pressure. You've got Richmond building the wall.
You need captains in every line.
That's
pivotal
the
moments
elite
you need
level.
to tell them.
That's the elite levels. We're correct. And that's where you need cool, calm heads under pressure to go, oi, boys, relax. Let's find another avenue to goal. Let's slow it down, or maybe let's speed it up with ball in hand.
Correct.
We just don't have that.
You look at a team, right? And I think it was no more evident than you look at Collingwood against St Kilda. Collingwood against St Kilda on that Sunday. When St Kilda were having their run, that was sloppy, but they put pressure on Collingwood. What do? You slow it down, spread, find some marks, cool it down. That's their structure. That's their defensive structure. There was never a man out of place. Everything they were getting St Kilda at the time was, I guess, it was luck to a point what they were getting because of how hard they worked. There's no structure.
How are you?
Hey, Vince.
G'day, boys.
All right, boys. Good night, guys.
Sorry, Mars. I only just got home from getting through all the
It's time to go!
Thank you to Andy P again, legend for coming on all the way from Adelaide. So thank you again.
Good.
Sorry, Vince, before I cut you
Give
off.
it to us, Vince.
No, that's all right. No problems.
Early Vincano, come on.
Boys, we're in a world of trouble.
Oh, mate.
We
Thank you, Albert.
Seriously, other than I think Nankervis and Lynch, just trying to think of anyone else that you'd call a senior player from their premiership years.
Yeah.
That was a bunch of kids.
Serrano.
And we were just completely dominated in that second half. Dominated.
Yeah.
And a bit like last week, even the signs were there in the second quarter. We were lucky to outscore them in that second quarter even. And I just thought it's only a matter of time. But how lucky were we that Lynch didn't have his kicking boot on? Because otherwise we would have lost by 6 goals that game.
100%, Vince.
We should have lost that game by 5 or 6 goals.
What do we
100%,
Richmond
We
lost that
did.
game.
Hey, think about this,
We
right,
didn't win
guys?
it. You're right. We didn't win it. Richmond lost it. Yeah, sorry, Rocco.
No, we kicked 1 goal 6 in the second half. 1 goal 6 from an AFL side against Richmond. And this is not degrading Richmond at all. But they are at the beginning of their rise.
Yeah, they're actually at the beginning, not us.
They are actually at the beginning. We've been forced back to the beginning.
And they kicked 4 goals. And they kicked 4 goals 11.
Yes.
And it should have been 11 goals 4. It should have actually been, you know, they should have won by 5 or 6 goals. I mean,
Moondog.
any other side that wasn't, they only lacked a bit of polish and a bit of, you know, finishing off their work. And that wasn't because of the young kids that they had. Their young kids were superb tonight. It was their older guys like Lynch who didn't have his kicking boots on. That was the only reason why they didn't win the game. But
Moondog 1978. Thank you for the $3. No leadership. They are so used.
If we
to
don't
losing.
improve on those last 2 weeks' performances, I'm sorry, but we're bottom 4.
How are we going to improve this?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, what have you seen that you think that we can improve? We can't improve. This is the same as last year. It's the same as last week. I can't see how we're going to improve.
Who goes to another level? Tell me who goes to another level, and can Michael Voss go to another level?
Can Michael Voss get
rebuilding?
these players to another level? Because he hasn't. He hasn't in these 5 years.
We start off like Hollywood superstars, and then all of a sudden we go into our shells, and the opposition works us out, and they start running us off our legs, and they go on the outside, and they murder us. And you know, if we don't play for 4 quarters like we do in the first quarter, we're gone. And every team will know that even if Carlton's in front by 6 or 7 goals, you're still in the game.
100%.
I mean, Jaden Shaw got off the hook in that second half. We just couldn't stop him. If they had maybe 4 or 5 better players on that team tonight, they win that game easy. Easy.
You know what I noticed?
Level-headed players.
After the game, I mean, you're always going to have some supporters that, you know, they've obviously set the bar that low that they're happy and
they're our standards.
high-fiving and whatever because we won, which is bullshit. Because to me, that, you know, yeah, we got over the line, but you know, there's nothing to be excited about. I couldn't help but notice how many Carlton supporters were walking out with shaking their heads, and Richmond people were actually looking quite content with themselves, thinking, you know what, give it some time, and this team's going to start doing things because you can see that they're a young team on the rise. They really are, and it's going to take time for them. But I was impressed with so many of their players tonight.
You know they are way ahead of us.
Yeah,
way ahead of us.
Yeah.
They are way ahead of us. I don't even know how we won that, to tell you the truth. It's maybe their inexperience
that's 100%.
It's
their
their inexperience. It's their lack of game comprehension.
All we need to do is kick 1 goal because we haven't kicked one since the second quarter. I said all we're going to do is kick 1 goal. It'll probably be enough to hold on, and that's exactly what happened. And by the way, I was sitting right behind Zach Williams's kick. Do you know how close that ball came to hitting the post?
Yeah, I've got it on video.
It was a bee's dick. I'm telling you.
Tony, how are you?
Luckily, it went through.
Hello, Mars.
How you going?
No joy. I feel no joy. I feel
pain.
Yeah, I feel like I was sitting there in the pocket Olympic stand where Williams kicked that goal, and it was just, we knew from quarter time that it was here we go again, and I genuinely feel no joy. That was my 5th game because I live overseas. That was my 5th. That was my first win since 2024 North Good Friday because I went 0-3 last year. And mate, I just felt like, and I was in Sydney last week. And saw that abomination, and I felt no joy. We've shown more in losses than that win. So where do you? I don't know where you go from. Well, there are ways you can go from here, and there are some positives. Jagger and Dean didn't jump as he did against Sydney, and there was a few positives, but like, mate, we had Pitto being like a pressure forward in that fourth quarter. Like, bro, there are still some lacking pieces, and I think it's going to be a bottom 6 year. 10th would be a miracle from what we've seen so far.
I might need to readjust my prediction at the start of the year. I said we'll finish 13th. Mate, I might put us, 15th or 16th at this point. We took we took nearly an hour to kick a goal in the heart. We took, comprehend that. I can't comprehend it.
We couldn't hit
We have a lack of talent, right? We have a lack of talent, I guess, kicking the ball, disposal efficiency, blah, blah, blah. But you've got to have a system to fall back on. You've got to have it. Richmond have got a lack of talent. They've got a system to fall back on. We have not got a system to fall back on. And don't tell me it's the start, because it's been the same guy.
How can we not have a system after 5? Like, you know, when a coach comes in, like, how can we, after 5 years of working with, like, Voss would have come in with an idea on how to play his type of game. How in 5 years nobody can explain what the I just don't understand. I don't understand. This is
we've got it. It's just disgustingly bad. And our secondary kind of fallback is even worse.
But that's not a system, get the ball and kick along. That's under 12s. That's under 12s game. Just get the ball and kick it long.
And it hasn't developed from that under 12s game since 2022.
Far out.
Has not developed.
I think it's another timing problem with Carlton, because we are seeing a game plan that hasn't evolved, whatever that was, over the last 5 years. We know the story with Graham trying to now go for McRae and others. We're now stuck in this malaise. We've got some talent there, but I worry it's similar to 2014, 15, but with like better talent, better kids on the list, because we don't know the game style we're playing. We can see it in the first quarter. We can see, okay, they're trying to chip this and trying to hit the inside 45, but it all just breaks down under any pressure. Then they sag back. They had 60 inside 50s, Richmond, and they should have won by 7, 8, 9 goals. And Richmond have won 3 flags. They've gone down for the last 2 or 3 years. They've loaded up at the draft. They beat us last year, and they were looking likely to beat us again. And they beat us on the outside. They started winning some clearance. They've still got some senior players there. Steely Green and Ryan Mansell and some of these kids. And it's like running on air.
Inside forward 50.
And and they're nothing compared to what we got absolutely poleaxed with last week. And if you look at our list, now I'm not saying every player has to run like a 2.720 meter, but you can see Jagger, he's got the quick feet, he's got the hands, there's a bit about him. But apart from Taylor Byrne, who hasn't played a game, we cannot see Fogarty again. We cannot see these names, bro. Like,
what's the upside?
Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And I think, I think this general malaise where we're forcing these players like Fogarty, and it's like, what are we doing here? What is the goal? Are we trying to strike a 10th, or are we going to try and win a flag? And Fogarty's not going to win you a flag.
No, he's not. He's not going to improve. Because here's the thing. Dylan and I talk about it when it comes to selection, the coaches go safe. That's the word we use, safe, because it's the players they always play. But these aren't players that are safe, because they're all idiots, the players that are the safe players. They're not safe with ball in hand, and they're not safe when it comes to playing in a system. But the word safe
inside
is
50s
all the time.
44 inside 50s to 60.
Yeah, we were getting pummeled. They were just going back in, and they walked it out. There was probably that second last goal against Richmond where they walked it from the back pocket all the way through along the boundary, along the Shane Warne side.
Was it not a kick in? Was it a kick in? Or no, it was a turnover or something like that. I know the one. Yeah, I do know the one, mate.
It was the fourth quarter.
But that's that has happened to us for years and consistently. in games consistently where teams just walk through us, they waltz through us. It's like Swiss cheese, mate. Just holes everywhere. And we looked out on our feet in that last quarter. We looked absolutely stuffed at one point. We were just chasing tail, and they just couldn't go. We couldn't go with them. Another 30 seconds in that game. I mean, if it wasn't for a big mark from Lewis Young, mate, game over. If they hit the front at any point in that quarter, they had that finished. There's no comeback ability there. I do have someone else waiting in the wings. Okay, he's gone, but sorry. But yeah, 44 inside. It just tells you that, mate, we don't know how to move the football. We got no clue how to move the football. What has happened from pre-season to 2 rounds in? What has happened?
We're done. We're done for the season. So I don't get something. We don't know how to move the ball. We can't work under pressure. I don't get it. I spoke to someone during the week saying that, do they train under any sort of pressure? Because as soon as there's any sort of pressure, if you put a little bit of pressure on these players, they just go back to that system where they just kick it long. They don't know where their players are. They always take that extra step. They try to do that extra handball when they don't. So what is going on? Like, I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't understand.
Jad.
I think we're going to see more pain.
100%. Jad.
Hey, boys. How's it going?
By the way, how you going, Jed?
We're venting.
Well, Vince. How you going,
We're
mate?
venting.
Good to see you, mate.
That's honestly the worst win I've ever seen in my life. I didn't think you could win an AFL game doing that. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but it just reminded me of EPL football. Like, you know, a lowly team scores a goal from a set piece, and then you just low block for the rest of the game. That was astonishing. That was astonishing.
Yeah.
I don't know. The elephant in the room, yeah, is that's what it is, right? I mean, I'm a firm believer that everything's coaching. Every little thing is coaching. Like, we're talking about composure and hitting targets and keeping your head. I've said this before. Errol Goulden, I really don't think he's going to hit targets like he does if he played for us. The targets that we ask our players to hit and the kicks we ask them to bite off in congestion is unbelievable. I don't know how anyone will hit a target in this. I don't want to call it a system, because it dawned on me today that Michael Voss doesn't have a system. He has a method, but a method and a system are two completely different things. And if he's telling us we're at the beginning, he cannot be entrusted to poison any of this young new talent we have coming through with his philosophy.
If we're at the beginning, let's say we are at the beginning, right? Why would you have a coach who's been there for 4 years to take over the beginning? That doesn't make sense.
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? I mean, we don't know what happened behind closed doors with Wright and whatever. Maybe he's waiting for someone, maybe not. But all I know is this guy cannot be allowed to further poison the well.
Spot on.
It can't be allowed. It just simply can't be. And I hate to say it, I was hoping we lost that at the end there. I was hoping we lost.
You would have got the ass.
Because it just forced the hand. Now, I don't know if it's too early, this and that. It's not my job to determine that. It's not my job to say who the next coach is going to be. So I really can't stand it when fans who oppose this view ask me that. Oh, who would you? That's not my job. I'm not employed. I'm not in the industry. I don't have the inside word. I don't know people's reputations. I don't know this and that. But
there's always someone. There's always someone.
There's always someone. There's always someone. But if we're waiting to mid-year, isn't that just doing further damage to this young talent we're hoping is coming through?
But it's
I'm just struggling. I'm struggling with the reasoning here.
It's too late, Jad. We fucked up last year, man. Like we gave him, not that we gave him another year. We kept him to his contract for one more year. I think it's a complete waste of year. This year's going to be another wasted year. And then we're going to get another coach. And guess what? We're really going to be at the beginning again. So then we're going to be at the beginning. Now there's two beginnings again.
It reminds me of 2015. Malthouse is on the hot
Yeah.
seat, but we've got a bit more talent. We thought, okay, we're not going to be as bad as that. We overestimated the talent on our list because they traded for Blaine Boakhurst and shit like that. And then it all went to shit. And there's some eerie vibes that reminds me of that sort of era, but we've got better talent. We've got Jagger and we've got Dean, and we've got some better CD talent in Florent that will get a few, and Haywood and Ainsworth that we'll get a few years out of. But I just worry that, look, they could sack him next week or they could sack him at mid-year. There's no one in the wings that, like, who are you gonna get? So I think what they'll do is, even if it all goes to absolute shit, they will probably keep him till that second bye because they're going to pay him anyway. And then we'll be a 2015 year with Barker-esque where the only wins were like getting the kids in. So we'll see Taylor Byrne, hopefully see the Camporellis, because I think that we're in a bit of a predicament where we've done this for 5 years. The game plan isn't there. Voss isn't the man. But are we playing for a flag or are we playing for 10th?
We're in no
And it
man's
seems
land.
like, yeah, and it was the same in 2011, 12, 13, and it was the same. Yeah, we're in no man's
The
land.
land of mediocrity, they call it.
It's time to go!
Thank you, Zach. And catch Zach on Selection Blues day before the team come out. Aiden, how are we? Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah, fucking. Oh, how do you think? I think I feel like everyone. Pissed off, angry, wasted a year. Can't believe I went to that shit. So, it's everything that Jad said. I agree with him. It's all coaching. Like,
yeah.
How does I don't understand. Apparently, Ollie Florent is a good kick. He looked like he couldn't fucking hit a target tonight. He didn't hit any target tonight. Apparently, in Sydney, he hit every fucking target when he played there. He comes to Carlton and he plays completely. I wouldn't say that he was shit, but he looked all over the place. So again,
top club versus bottom club. As Jad said before, they weren't. It's not like they just become bad players. And Florence and Haywood, it's not like they just become shit just because they. But when they take on that navy blue, especially under Voss these last few years, Haywood was one of the best half forwards around. We offered a 5-year deal.
Right, mate.
And he comes to Carlton, and look at this. I was about 2 bays away from you boys, and 4 rows back from when Williams kicked that goal. We make things so difficult. It is so taxing that they then have to sag back and drag back, and then they switched it so easily. Whatever the game plan is or the style, these boys can't be unfit. It's 2026 AFL football, right? They can't be unfit. But that repeat effort, because they're having to, 1, Richmond actually made the ground wide and switched it well. 2, they're faster. 3, they started winning ball on the outside, and we're chasing tail. And the numbers that Richmond had at some of these contests, they had 4-on-1 at some points. Yeah. I was just like, who is taking front side of the contest? Where is the actual, and I hate Tim Clark, but he's supposed to be the midfield stoppage coach. And I'm like, where the hell is the setups? Where's the goal side? Where's the defensive winger? What the? And it was just like, yep, cool. Here you go. Out you go. I was like, mate.
And
so I think
watching them from kick out, one of my biggest frustrations with this bloody team and this coach is the kick out. Our method exiting kick outs from D50. We know what we do. We saw it all night. Richmond actually changed it. They changed it. They went to the skinny side, or wherever the congestion was, they went to the other side, and they literally transitioned the ball through 2 or 3 players for the length of the field.
Yeah,
that to me, that's coaching, right? And just when I watch them, I can see Uze's system or what he's trying to do. Okay. And it's like with Voss, I just see a method. I don't see a system. And it's 5 years in, it's just totally unacceptable. And that leads me to this weird, he almost seems to be protected by the media. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm being conspiracy theorist. It is unbelievable. Yeah, his name's Michael Voss. The lack of accountability he faces from outside of our own fans it's just bewildering to me.
Sickening.
No one comes for him. No one questions him. The journos won't ask a proper question, so thus we can actually have an answer to all our questions. Like it's at the point where you have to change him. You can't let him infect the rest of this list. Now I know I'm rambling, but I'm all over the place because I'm so frustrated. My brain got scrambled watching that today. Just in disbelief of the role, what we're asking players to do. And on to your point, so I never caught your name in the middle. You spoke
Tony.
before me, Tony. Yeah. With Haywood, did you see last week how he was throwing up at the end of the game? So he was puking on the field, right? And I'm just sitting there thinking, what has he been asked to do that he had to run his guts out to puke like that? I don't remember seeing that at Sydney. I don't remember seeing that sort of stuff. So I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
I've also got this again, and we're back to here. We're back to just the basic fundamentals of football, how to lay a tackle. I've got this written down, how to lay a tackle. Like, it's just the fundamentals of AFL. You're taught this at 8 years old in Auskick. One-handed tackles, missed tackles again, can't even hold the opposition. I mean, you look at Zach Williams, and I'm just going, you're paid $1.4 million and you don't know how to lay a tackle.
How many broken tackles did Richmond do? I could only imagine.
Every week.
Unbelievable, mate.
Every week.
When's the last time you felt Carlton were a strong side? Like physically strong? Because I don't know if they hit the gym or whatever the hell they do, but when is the last time you actually thought Carlton, and not like Cripps being 195 and smashing it in the clearance, but actually like being intimidating and strong? Because Lawler absolutely shook his ass and his quads and shook them off. No problem.
What a player he's going to be. What a special talent he is.
Unbelievable,
mate.
mate.
And I said in my preview,
watching him play
I said in my preview that we saw the number 4 float around and terrorize us. Well, we've got it for another 10 to 15 years because this kid, mate, he even took half a specky or a full specky, if you want to call it. You know what I mean? He's sitting on people's heads already. I'm like, and he slotted 3 goals, and he just didn't look out of. I don't think any of these kids that we come up against ever look out of place against us ever. We don't make these teams look stupid. All right, yeah, West Coast, but they're legit. They're fucked, all right. But other than that, some of these kids. I mean, if that was North Melbourne tonight, they beat us. They're just further in front with talent. You know, the likes of the McKerchers, they definitely got a better midfield than Richmond at the moment. If we come up against a good, strong midfield that can go from inside to outside fast, forget about it. We're lights. Like against Melbourne, we'll probably match up well against them because their midfield's been decimated, you know, and they don't really have that pace. North Melbourne, mate, if they get it going together through the middle, forget it. Adelaide, don't even get on the plane. Don't even get on the plane.
Gather round for the funeral. Jesus Christ, that'll be 100 points.
Gather for the cremation of Michael Voss. Seriously,
what are the 2 pickets going to do to us? What are the 2 pickets going to do to us in that Melbourne game? Granted, Melbourne's rinsed itself and got rid of the senior place. What are the 2 pickets going to do?
Oh mate, he always terrorizes us. Finish.
We had Mark Kidnet as a pressure forward in that last quarter.
He kicked 5 goals against us last year. Imagine what his cousin will do. His cousin will turn into fucking Nettie Betts.
Mark Pitney is
Can I touch on the captain for a bit?
You see that last quarter,
I was about to ask the same question. I don't know if you guys have discussed him yet, but
I did say about him before, but before everyone else was in here, I'll let you take the floor because
go for it, Jed.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just go back a bit. Do you guys? You remember? Obviously, you remember Richmond's dynasty. Yeah. Now, Cochrane was credited for that era. Well, not for the whole thing, but you know what I mean. Because he decided to give up his own game, sort of thing. And I always thought that's where Cripps was heading. Like he was going to give up a bit of his own game for the betterment of the team. And today, I still see him on the end of chains, being the kicker. I still see him wanting to do the things that the stars should do. Like, and And the biggest moment, the biggest frustration I had today is when Rioli ran down whoever it was. I think it was Florent.
Florent.
Yeah.
And Cripps was in front of Florent. Cripps was in front of him, and he had the view of Rioli coming.
Didn't say anything.
No talk, no guiding your teammate. You're hot, give it. Just stood there in freaking silence, wanting the handball. And that to me is just indicative of him as a leader. Sure, he can do some amazing things, superhuman things, two-time Brownlow medalist, but he has never been the leader that we needed. I'm sick. I'm sick of ignoring it. It just has to be said now. I mean, mate, I get you're into your psychology and all this stuff, but I just think he's become too accepting of losing. Like, you hear him talk about it all the time. He talks about he's studying his psychology. He talks about how, oh yeah, losing's part of the process. It's about learnings. It's about learnings. Never keep going forward. Like, no, mate. I think there's got to come a point in time when you look at your teammates and tell them losing is fucking shit. Can we just not do this anymore? Like, stop being so accepting of hardship and hard times. Like, I get it. I get what he's trying to do, but I really feel with his psychology stuff, he's overcommitted to the one side, and it's become acceptance now. He just accepts it. Oh, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. You've got to lose and get back up. No. Don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do with him. I really don't.
Don't let the stats fool you, because in my opinion, I didn't think he had a good game tonight. To be honest with you, he had 35 and 3 misses. I didn't think
he was shocking, mate. No, I'm not copping stats.
Like how are you a captain and you don't kick at least 2 of the goals that he had opportunities to put us in front by more? Like he had I think it was the second quarter he missed directly in front, and then the fourth quarter, where he normally kicks those from, so he completely lost the plot and missed it. Like he wasn't that great tonight. And again, for a leader, it's disappointing.
Those
You
missed
knew he wasn't gonna
opportunities,
kick any of those
he'd be breathing a sigh of relief that Tom Lynch missed those shots and that they just got over the line in the end, because if we had a loss, everyone would be pointing the finger at him for all those opportunities that he stuffed up.
You should have seen how we celebrated at the end. Fuck, he was
the whole team, mate. That's
celebrating like we won a final. I'm like, mate,
It's because they've been brainwashed at the beginning. They've been brainwashed.
Let's be honest. This team hasn't been united for a real long time. You can see it on the ground. They're not united.
But apparently the energy in the club, the culture's good now, and they went to this fucking lawn camp and they all felt connected than ever.
I don't buy it.
You can see it on the field.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's the proof's on the field, man. They're not united. The coach hasn't united it. Look, on the jumper punch, Paul said this last year, and it's come again. Man, how good is this coach to get this team together, to control the egos? You know, he's been pathetic. He hasn't put this team together. They're not playing for each other. They almost look like they're just playing for themselves. And at the end of the day, getting Voss, I hate to keep blaming Voss, but I have to turn to the leader of this club, right? At the end of the day, Voss is playing this last year. He knows it's his last year. How can he play a game that's beneficial to this whole squad? He's playing for himself. He knows it's all over. The team knows it's all over. The individuals don't even know who's going to be their coach next year. How can they play a united game? Like, the team is not united. They're all over the place. Andy, how you going, mate?
How you going, Andy?
Hey, we're fucking shit.
Tell us what you really think.
Shit, man. We are fucking nowhere, man.
We're arse, bro.
You can't tell me that those players. You can't tell me that those players have absolute belief in the so-called new game plan. They don't play like that. Like they believe.
What's the new game plan?
Yeah, I don't get this new game plan.
What is it? Because I'm trying to figure it out, but I can't see it.
It's
Like,
just
do it
it's
for
just
about 10
it's
minutes.
just more
They're trying to
handball.
run-
It's more
they're trying to
handball.
run
That's all it is.
handball
like
through
like
the- through
Cripps
the
said after the
corridor,
game, he's like,
through the
"Oh,
middle of
like
the
we're
ground.
trying, like we're gonna improve our new way of playing." I'm like, "What is it?" Because it's the same shit as last year.
The
Because they keep
problem that
talking about,
Carlton
"Oh,
has,
we've got this new game plan. We're doing this. We're doing that." Like, what is it? Because for 2 weeks, I haven't seen any new game plan. I saw it in the preseason, but it hasn't resembled during the actual games that we played.
I think they're going to struggle because they're trying to play the modern game
They don't
10,
have to
10
play
years
it.
behind. They don't have the cattle, but they also
They're not fit for
Mitchell
it.
did this real well where they set up for a game plan. They took a cop on the chin a few years ago and said, we're going to make a game plan and draft specifically for that so that people would have to chase us. When has Carlton ever been at the forefront of football IQ or, wow, Carlton so ahead of the game like a Mitchell or things like that? I can't remember.
We don't
Yeah.
set trends. We're flat out keeping up with what everyone else is doing, and
We go for the brand
we're
names.
behind them.
Yeah, we go for the brand names.
Big
And that's a
Seba.
problem because we're chasing.
Yeah.
Big Seba, $2.99. I want to hear Andy speak. Go on, lad. The floor is yours.
Oh boy.
What's there to say that like we haven't said over the last 2 years? You know what I mean? We're not learning, we're not getting better, we're not adapting, we're not like, bro, we're so predictable. Like I'll guarantee you, every single one of us knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yep.
Every single one of us, like you could just see it unfold.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're lazy. Whatever is happening at halftime, I would pay
does he
top
say?
dollar. Oh, bro, I don't know, bro. But whatever it is, it's not working. It's just whatever's happening is not working. Whatever the plan is, throw it out. It's just not working.
As Paul said,
Bro, we like with the ball, we're shocking. Without the ball, we're even worse.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, it's just, it's grim, man. It's grim like that. I didn't think it was possible to win a game and
feel
get
like this.
worse than what you were last week. You know,
You're
like,
right, Andy. Fuck, you're spot on there. I can't believe we won a game and we're worse than last week.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
genuinely,
we-
after the siren went, I just V-lined it. Ask Rocker. I just left. I left.
I did too. I did too.
I was that angry in my head that I needed to walk away. You know when you just need to walk away? I've never felt so embarrassed.
Yeah.
Just an awful feeling inside me after a win. Now people might go, "Oh, you're going over the top," but we're 5 years into this year. It's not like we're 1 year in and we're going again. We're 5 years into it with Michael Voss. As Paul said, what has he cultivated? What has been cultivated at this club?
I'll tell you what he's done, Mars. He has managed to lose another list. Okay. Same thing happened at
Yep.
Brisbane. It's
Correct.
a pattern now. He lost the players, bit of an exodus there. Same thing happened here. And we've got no one else but ourselves to blame because this guy is proven himself to be an incompetent man manager. He does not know how to manage people, especially big egos, and unfortunately that's going to be his undoing in the end, and that's why we're staring at 5 years. Who knows how long it's going to take, especially with the Northern Academies popping
10
up these
years,
top
mate.
teams, and maybe
Mate, Tasmania comes in.
could be.
Mate, this could be a long, long time between drinks. We could be the next Melbourne, seriously. It could get to 50 or 60 years. And
What
I'm
do you
not
mean
even
the thing
going
is-
to say that.
We
I don't
we
think-
are Melbourne. We are St Kilda. We're only relevant because there are a lot of Carlton supporters, and we're only relevant because a lot of people hate Carlton. But in the actual, in reality of football, we're so irrelevant. We're just
We're
the St
nowhere.
Kilda. We're just,
Hey,
we
Andy, a
are.
lot of people don't hate us anymore, mate. They feel sorry for us now.
Yeah.
That's
I'd
actually
rather
It's
them hate us,
embarrassing in
bro. I'd
itself.
rather them fucking
You're
hate
only-
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're only
Come
relevant
apathetic.
because of the past. We're only relevant because of our past, because of what
Mm.
our great players in the past have
Yeah.
done for us. You know what I mean? That's the only reason. If if we didn't do what we did in the 70s and 80s and up to the 90s, we're worse than St Kilda at the moment. We are irrelevant. We're a big club, and we're still a big club off the field, but on the field, seriously, I was laughing tonight, Marge. You saw me in that last quarter.
Sure, I had to put it up on put it up on Instagram. I had to. I've never seen him laugh that much at a game in my life.
Hysterical laugh. I couldn't stop laughing at what I was watching. I couldn't believe it anymore. I'm thinking, I can't believe what's happening out there. This is funny. This is actually funny now. This is funny, and I keep saying it. This is now round 1 or round 2, whatever they want to call it, and it's another wasted year. It is.
Can I just go back to Sorry, Rocco. Go ahead.
Go.
I just go back to the point about halftime. I don't think anything weird happens at halftime. I think all it is more of the same, boys. More of the same. Tackle harder, run the same, more of the same. What we're doing's working, more of the same. And unfortunately, we're sent out there with a blunt knife, so to speak.
Not even.
And by the time, we know his style works against lesser teams. We know it can be somewhat effective, but it's not sustainable. And halftime comes, more of the same, boys. There's no levers to pull. There's no intelligent move or restructuring of a zone to achieve an objective. There's nothing. That's why these second halves happen. More of the same, boys. Run your guts out. More of the same. Meanwhile, we're up against coaches who are tactically astute, and yeah, that's it.
I've got 2 super chats. Lone Wolf fan, $5. Ollie being Carltonized by the look of it. They all look good at previous clubs. This is Ollie Florent until they come to Carlton. Then I got one more. Where is it? Sorry. Rocco Grasso. How you going? $2.99. Thank you very much. And thank you to everyone that's liked it. If you haven't liked it, make sure you hit the like button as well. It's free. Last night, Andy
Explain
said
yourself,
we could win by
Andy.
15
Throwing you
goals.
under the bus, Andy.
That's the banana of the
Explain.
week. That is a big one. That's the hope and the faith.
You know what I don't get? If the players have supposedly lost Voss, then why don't you get rid of him? Why didn't they just make that choice last year to make this year completely easy? Because I don't understand why. Because a lot of people said, it's Silvani, it's Charlie, it's TDK. They're the reason why 2025 happened. Just get rid of them. We got rid of them now, so who's at fault? Because I don't think it's the players at that point. I think it's all got to do with the coach.
Do you want to do it? Can we? I actually just want to finish this whole thing up because I wanted to bring us all in, and I was waiting for this to come up because I think we're going to make this a whole thing throughout the emergency meetings this year. Is that? Give me 1 second. Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Oh, is this the press conference? Here we go.
If I see him fucking laugh and smile.
Who had Docherty's words?
He's going to be
Who
proud.
had Docherty's
He's going to be like,
words?
I'm really.
Fucking face.
Who had Docherty's words in their ears at halftime? Who had Docherty's words rolling through their mind just before halftime?
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah, that's what I thought. Exactly.
Wait up. I need to make this a little bit bigger. Just
let's
a little
go,
bit
Mars.
bigger. Just for everybody to puke for a little
Look
bit.
at that
Anyone
smile.
would think that we won by
Look how
10
happy
goals.
he is.
Well, make us a bit bigger too because we need to lament in more pain.
He's actually deluded. Like, he's lost his mind, mate. This is not fake.
If that was
He's
Mitchell,
lost it.
he would have seemed pissed.
Are we all happy?
Oh, yeah.
Are we
I'm
all
going to get
happy?
that screenshot.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go along for this journey. And I hope Michael Voss or somebody at the club watches this. Please do.
Hey, Mars, what do you always say? Look at him.
Look at him. Look how
Can
stupid
we
he
stay
is.
silent
Look
to
at
the
him.
end?
Look at him.
It's all cliches. Get ready for the cliches. The Bryce Gibbs cliches here.
Let's see how big the dribble puddle can be. Oh my God, he's gonna make a fucking ocean. Oh God, we're gonna drown in his dribble.
Oh, we're hanging on. We were hanging on, and probably doing it for most of the second half. To be fair, Richmond kept pressing. they own territory on the field. Like you get criticised for, last week not being able to put together a third quarter, and you go away and you reflect on that, and clearly something obviously we've got to get better at. But what I did ask our boys to do was to fight, and when you surge, then your ability to be able to hold, it went longer than what I would like. So there's some reinforcement there, but I said to the guys, when you look at a minus 16 item inside 50s, when you're looking at 17 forward centers for us, we couldn't keep the ball in our front half.
Again,
30 back in centre turnovers, they were able to live in their front half. Just meant we had our backs to the wall, and so all we could do was fight out of it. So you got to begin somewhere, don't you? So that's where we begin.
We got any key takings from there, or
I think Jab
He's
was
lost
right.
his mind.
Just more of the same. More of the same. Fight.
it's the
I,
same.
was
I,
right.
I just wonder.
Oh, yeah.
I just wonder where's the Voss from Geelong 2024 when we first faced them compared to this. Why does he seem so fine with the 4?
you tell me?
Because he's got a job next week.
Exactly.
This is correct.
We're so shit. Like, this is the standard, this is the acceptable standard.
Later.
This is his new fucking buzzword. Fucking quantify. Relax, fucking Ant-Man. We're not in the Marvel universe. Quantify. We're not in the fucking quantum universe, brother. Just plain and simple. Stop trying to get fucking technical with your words. Fucking Confucius, this bloke.
We'll quantify that and go back over it. But clearly we don't execute long enough. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
Oh, clearly.
So, our mode, I think over the last couple of weeks, you've seen a definite style of play. I mean, when you look at
What is it?
Pause it. Pause this shit.
What is it?
He's lost his mind, guys. I think he's playing a character. He's saying what he thinks he's saying what he thinks a good coach says. I really believe that. He doesn't. No, he's gone.
What's this new style of play?
Can I just pick one more thing? Can we put any more sponsors on that top? Is there room for more sponsors? Can we get some more on there? Because I don't think we've got enough fucking sponsors. Far out. What is
We lost 5 million. So we need the money. We lost 5 million in the books.
I know a few people have said to put it up. I can't. That's the full volume. Even they don't want us to hear this fucking dribble.
Can I ask one question of everyone here?
Yeah.
At half time, we were 27 points in front, 63 to 36, I think it was.
Yes.
Was anyone saying, we'll win this by 10 goals?
Nah.
Anyone?
No.
Or did
I
we
was
all
hoping,
expect
but
Richmond to come
I
back
wouldn't
and
believe
all of a sudden it was going to be a top? I didn't expect us to build on that lead at all.
I turned to Rocco and said, "How are we up by 27 points?"
Yeah.
I thought it was
There were
maybe a
signs already.
1-2 goal lead. Yeah, 100%. Let's
Yeah.
continue. We've got 7 more minutes of this dribble.
But when we needed the shift modes, we did. When we needed the hold, we did.
Shift
And
modes.
So we'll celebrate.
I can't.
Oh
stand
yeah,
the-
just
I can't stand the
wait up.
presses
Just
anymore,
remember
mate.
what he said in all of his press conferences as well. And so we got to remember, like, we've got to live the magic moments. It's all about the small magic moments and all that. Just remember that. Just remember.
He's
It's all
holding
about
on to the. It's like holding on to the edge of a cliff with your fingernails.
yeah, all about the magic moments.
No. Well, if you look at the contested number, we were minus, I don't know what we were, minus 15, 16 in the third quarter, and we're plus 6 in the last quarter. So we're still up against the last quarter. And we won.
Oh, look at his smile.
He
was fucking smiling. Look at him.
Probably the reason why we gave us a chance to win. But mate, we're losing way too much content. Like, LDLs were losing, stoppages were losing.
LDLs, can we?
I love how
long down the line.
Yeah.
I love how proud he sounds by saying that. Oh, we lost minus this, we're losing this, but it's fine. We gained it back. Like, I don't know. Continue.
We just couldn't get field position, and then when we did it, just coming out too quick. So
Against Richmond, mind you, against Richmond. Just remember that we couldn't get
Yeah.
field position against
Ridiculous.
Richmond. What
No
happens when
full
we face
pressure.
Brisbane?
Mercy rule. Mercy rule.
I want the white flag at his side. Get the goal umpires to give him one of their fucking flags because he'll need them all.
We're fucked.
Any serious coach worth their salt would have been dirty after that game. That you'd
Like,
be
Sam
in that press
Mitchell.
conference
Sam
saying,
Mitchell, he
Sam
would
"We
be
Mitchell.
won, but
bathing.
no."
Sam Mitchell
That's
would have
not
had
how
blood
we
on his
play.
fucking knuckles by now.
All of them. Clarkson, Malthouse, Matthews, they wouldn't be regarding this as a
No
win.
way in the world would they be
No
glowing.
chance in hell.
He must submit his wife into a coma when he goes home. Seriously, with the amount of shit he spins, his wife just conk.
I don't get any value out of his press conferences anymore. I mean,
That's-
I probably never have. I just can't watch them anymore.
That's
They're
why we're
unwatchable.
watching it.
That's why we're watching it now. So let's hear.
So we're going to
Wait.
this. So we're going to make sure that we acknowledge it and get the 4 points. And now we've got effectively 2 weeks before our next game.
Fuck.
We go into that little bye 1-1, and that's makes you feel like we'll have 3 days off, and you sort of walk in and feel good about yourself.
Yeah, fucking feel good about myself. Wanted to fucking jump off a cliff after that.
No,
They're ridiculous.
Yeah, field dominance. Yeah, it was. We were losing inside 50s, and there's a lot of goals kicked. So, look, I think we just sort of take stock, but I really don't want to take away, what we're able to win tonight. Rivalries are really hard.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my
Oh,
Fucking
no.
hell. There hasn't been a
Yeah,
rivalry since 2013 between us. Is this bloke for real?
He's used the rivalry card. Here, I got the rivalry card.
This bloke's Mr. Bean. He's got to be Mr. fucking Bean. This
now he
bloke is
wants to
taking the
acknowledge-
piss.
Now he wants to acknowledge a rivalry. I don't consider fucking Richmond a rival. Why don't you do that against Collingwood?
No, it's just another game, boys. Just another game. Never too
This is
high,
a
never
young
too low.
team. A young and
You think we're
youthful
at
team.
Collingwood's level.
It's all right, Mark.
Yeah,
We're only at the
we're
beginning,
here.
remember?
They're gonna obliterate us.
Collingwood.
They are going to obliterate us again.
I'm hiding behind my chair.
It's all right, Mars. We're only at the beginning. We're only 30 years into our 5-year plan. Don't panic yet.
Listen, because the reality is that these games, whether it's versus Collingwood, with Richmond, they're hard-fought wins. It's round one.
When have we won against Collingwood?
So to be able to get these sorts of things will be really important in the bigger scope of the season. And tonight was a little bit about our club. We're being targeted.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Both inside and out. And we get away for a win, and I'm just pleased that our supporters can walk away and have a smile on their face.
And I want to fucking throw myself off level 3. I wanted to throw myself off level 3. A smile.
No joy.
I was going to fucking pull my head through a fucking wall after seeing that shit. What do you mean smile?
See, to me, that just shows me how out of touch him and the
Yeah.
club are.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's not reading the room. You're not reading the room, bro.
Who's smiling after a game like that? This should be a poleaxing.
He's lucky we played Richmond, mate.
They should be apologizing. Give me a fucking month back on my membership.
Where's the discounts?
If that was any other team out of the bottom 4, we lose tonight and lose badly.
Wait, I need to hear the rest of this. Sorry.
Yeah,
people.
play it. Play it to the end.
Even Essendon would have beat us tonight.
Where they're jumping with pride and have their scars around their neck, and we want to keep bringing that. And hopefully, there's more opportunities to be able to do that. No, I'm pleased. I'm not sitting in the relief basket. I mean, when you got 4 minutes to go and you've got no control over what happens next, I mean, that's always the difficult part, isn't it?
Fuck do you train for then?
And so we ask him to execute. I mean, you can judge for yourself whether that was a free kick later on. I'll let you go to work on that one. But in terms of being able to activate what we needed late in the game, we activated pretty well. And then we're able to
Activate
get the win.
like it's a
The fuck did you activate? Sorry, what the fuck did you activate? What did you
Power
activate?
Rangers.
That's the word of the week. That's the word of the week, Rocco.
Quantify, activate. Wow.
Use it as the title for your. Use it as the title for the jumper punch on Tuesday night.
Synergy, quantify, activate. We're at EY here. We're at KPMG at a training session.
jumping for joy. I fucking can't.
I don't know, man. This video's pissing me off, bro.
Wait.
I can't stress enough
The old, he can't stress enough that the old is the old, and the way he says it and delivers it, the new's the new.
What new?
Are you fucking taking the piss? I hope we're all at the end of the season looking like a fucking bunch of clowns watching this, and he's the one with that smile at the end of the year.
You've got to clip this, Mars. You've got to clip this for later in the year.
Yeah.
I don't look like it's 12 months ago. All this sort of stuff and about what happened last year and about this.
Look at that smirk. My God.
It's all about now moving forward. And that's what we're going to continue to reference. So today we'll treat the game as and the lessons we need to be able to take out of this game will help us get better, both from a game style point of view and then also being able to take our moments when we have them.
Well,
coach's perspective, you must have been delighted with the game of Jake's tonight. 32 disposals, and we go with some really key moments in the match.
Yeah, and looking at the other guy on the other side was pretty impressive as well. So they're going to be two very good players for their respective teams.
Oh, fuck, you reckon?
We're huge.
Yeah, you won't be coaching them either, mate.
100%.
I think he's still got things that he's got to work on his game, and as he gets intensity in AFL football, he's going to be some sort of player for us. So really pleased.
You're going to fucking ruin him.
We're asking Harry to play almost beyond his years for a key position player, and
what?
He's just going up. He's just got.
Yeah, because you don't know how to fucking coach, cunt. You don't know how to coach people.
Harry McCoy.
You don't know how to coach people. So yeah, you are asking him to play like his life depends on it because you don't know how to fucking coach.
Oh, fuck.
Well, we talked a little bit pre as coaches that we will just try to find that opportunity when we do that. We sort of felt like, late, the ball going in long and high, that having gut back would probably help us a little bit. And
Are you starting to work out why the Dohertys and the Silvanis and the bloody Charlie Turner
as well
didn't want to be part of this sort of scene anymore?
Exactly as you want, but on this occasion, obviously, he was able to take the mark, kick the goal. So it suited both ends for us at that particular time.
Did you use that as impetus at all?
No, not really, because our noise, what we want to create is moments inside the four walls, and we want to people and all those moments, and we want to bring everyone on the journey with us. We're really fortunate.
I don't want to be part of it.
We know how to energize stadiums. We've got a really passionate supporter base. We want to play for them, and we look forward every time we come out and play. That we get the opportunity to be able to play in front of our supporters. So I feel like this one's for our club. I really do. It's hard fought.
No, it's not. It's against Epstein's Island, you fucking idiot. I feel like shit.
This one's for the supporters, Mars.
That was for you, Mars. That win was for you. 30 years plus of pain. That was for you.
The semi-final win, that wasn't. But this one's for you boys, huh? Yeah. We dug in for you.
How dare you not enjoy this win? You better enjoy this win.
It's meant to be able to get the job done.
It's gonna make for a nice clip show at the end of the year, Mars.
As through rose-coloured glasses either. There's some realness in where we are. We accept that we're not finished product. We have work to do, but what we
Bro, is this Albanese speaking or what? Bro!
To have those moments in the locker room.
You're fucking taking the piss. This is real. We're in the Truman Show. Get the fuck
That
off
was the
my
longest
screen.
Bring on the
6
Benny
minutes
Hill
I've
music,
ever watched in
man.
my life, and that's pissed me off.
Do you reckon he's going to have a glass of red when he gets home? Having a glass of red
Yeah.
when he gets home?
I'm going to aneurysm.
I'm looking at Andy here. Andy his face has not changed through this whole thing, man. He is burning inside, mate.
You know me well, Rocker. You know me well. You know, when I hear him talk, but I'm a lifelong member, right? And I'm sure a lot of people are. He doesn't speak to me. He's not speaking to.
Does he
to the
teach you
core
anything?
membership.
No.
Does he teach you
No, it's-
anything? I feel
it's not even
dumber.
about teaching, bro. It's not even about teaching. Yeah, when I hear my coach, I want to feel a connection between coach and club. So to me, yeah, I want to feel connected to the coach and I want to feel connected to the club when he talks. And I feel like I'm talking to like one of my 16-year-old cousins who's just got an Instagram account and she's posting these fucking fake deep quotes. And it's like,
Yeah.
I feel like, is he being fucking coached by like a shitty psychologist who's trying to teach him the ways of Zen? And fuck, we are shit, bro. If this is the fucking culture and if this is the standard, we're in for a long fucking ride.
Well,
man.
you just heard all of it, Andy, and unfortunately, that's how things are going to be this year.
It's not even about this year, bro. I'm not even worried about this year, bro.
What's
This
to
year
come?
we all agreed going into this year that this year is almost like a holding year, right? We're just going to kind of get through. We'll free up some cap space and then attack the trade period and get Cody Walker, all that other shit. But my problem is if this is the standard, then it doesn't matter who you get, bro. Like we're just going to coach. We're going to coach the greatness out of these young boys. Like I'm worried for Jagger. You know, the same way we've watched Sam Walsh. Like, bro, we all love Walshy, but bro, he's a shell of what he used to be. Like, you know, with disposal and you know, like he's a great player, but fuck, we're going to watch the same thing happen to Cripps, happen to Walsh, and happen to Jagger, and happen to Cody.
It happened to Murphy and Gibbs as well. It's a cycle.
Oh, bro, like it's just you're right. It is a cycle, and I'm fucking worried about the next fucking 15 years, man. Like I don't trust this guy. I don't trust anybody on the board. We're in a bad way, man. We're in a bad. Look, I hope I'm fucking wrong, yeah, and I hope we go on a streak and we win the fucking flag and we win the next 8. And I swear to God, if Voss gets us there, I will go on every fucking live dressed as a fucking clown. I will do it.
I'll go in a dunce hat. I will go in a dunce hat.
Disheartened. I'm so disheartened with what I'm seeing. Like, you know, for the first time in my life, I've always put family stuff second when it comes to Carlton, right? Like, my family knows, hey, I'm not going to come. Carlton's playing. I'm sorry. Like, they don't even ask me anymore, right? That's changed now. I made that decision halfway through the third quarter last week. I messaged one of my cousins, and he's baptizing his son on the 29th when we play Melbourne, and I told him I wasn't going. I messaged him halfway through the third. I said, bro, I'll be there. I'm done putting this club before my own personal stuff, and I never thought I would be so disheartened and disenfranchised with this football club, but I don't know, man. I don't like the language he uses. I don't like the way he fucking smirks. I don't like the way we fucking celebrate a 4-point win over a team that's supposed to be bottom 2 or 3.
Babies. They're babies, man. They're babies.
Yeah.
And
We're in a bad way.
You should clip what Andy just said and send it to the fucking club, you know. For someone to say who's as passionate as Andy, and we all are, to say that, you know what, at 3/4 time, I messaged and I said, you know what, I'm coming. I've never missed a game, but you know what, I'm not going to put you first anymore. That's strong words. Like we're all laughing and joking, but look what we've done now. We've got the most hardened supporter to say, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you, man. I'm sick of what you're giving me. I'm sick of the way the team treats its supporters, because they treat us with contempt. They don't give a fuck about us, man.
You know what, Rocco? You know what, Rocco? It's supporters like me, you, and Andy that get blamed for shit like this happening. Apparently, it's our fault.
You can't blame supporters for your on-field doings. It doesn't work like that.
Apparently, we're too emotional, and that's the reason why this club's been where it's been for years.
We're allowed to be emotional. That's what supporters are. We go along for the ride. We react. We praise. When they're not playing well, we give it to them. I mean, that's what supporters are. Who are they to tell us that we're too emotional? We pay our hard-earned. We pay their wages. Mate, if it's not for us, they're not there out on the field. Simple as that.
Well, look what it's done to us. You know, we're here at, what time is it? Like nearly 1 o'clock in the morning.
After a win.
We're crying and, and we're laughing because it's that, it's not that we're laughing because
apathy.
We don't know what else to do. But look at us, we're 1 o'clock in the morning, and then they dare say to us, you've got to support the team, and you got to enjoy the wins and that. And it's 1 o'clock in the morning, bro. And we're sitting here. Hey, we're like counsellors here. Without us, we'd be. I swear, there'd be less of us around. There'll be less of us around.
Probably.
Hey, Rocco.
Chris, sorry, before you ask that, sorry, Cristiano Kundari, number 7. $7.99. Thank you very much. As soon as halftime started, I put $25 for $13 odds for us to lose. Tom Lynch will be seeing my lawyer. Fuck that dog. That fucking dog, sorry. Now you can go.
Apparently, Enzo Valentino took Rocco's advice and clipped up your words there, Andy. He sent it to the club, and then they've responded by saying that you're no longer allowed to come to club functions. Okay.
I'll tell you what, Vince, it wouldn't be the first time I've been banned from a club function.
CFC Baggers, my nan's been a member for 72 years. Jesus. She's never seen anything like it. I mean, imagine feeling that way after a loss. Michael Boss is telling us to feel it otherwise.
Imagine how they feel. 75-year-old fucking members having to hear that shit. Oh, just be happy. It's for our supporters. Oh, it'll be fine. Like, they've witnessed, like Rocco and Vince, they witnessed the club at the top of its pinnacle, and it's fucking dropped so fucking bad. It's actually sad.
Tell you what, this
sorry.
Go ahead, mate.
Blackie 75, $5. Maybe they should use a new imaging facility to check if Voss actually has a brain. Good one, I like that. Peter V 78, $2. Vossi has Kodak flashback moments. He does. He's lost his marbles. Quantum flashback moments. There's now touch points, and we're fucked.
Look, he's going to get the sack this year. He's going to get the sack this year. What do we do? Do we again now blame the board again for another, another disgraceful decision at the end of last year when they had a chance? Is it again? Is it the board?
I think you need to look at Graham Wright for this one, because apparently it was his call.
Well, that's what my point was going to be. This next decision is the biggest call in arguably the club's history now.
Yep.
Because this next
And-
call will determine if we're going to be at the bottom for 15 years or if we're not. Like,
And who's out there?
all goodwill's gone now. Like the trust I had in Wright, tell you what, it is dissipating by the game. Like I try and put it together and figure out why. I had the conspiracy that maybe they decided to build the scaffolding around the house first and then pluck the coach out and put a new one in so the place didn't fall apart around it. Maybe they decided to do that because they couldn't get the guy they really wanted, but it's just what would make you guys content? I'm not going to say happy because none of us are going to be happy, but content with the direction of the club this year. Is it just moving him on?
It's got to be someone brand new. I mean, they won't get a coach now until you got to go through the right due processes now. You got to do everything again, everything again.
And if you suck him,
the last one was a debacle as to how they got Voss in. That was
it was Kingsley, but they tried to appoint 2 men for one job, which doesn't work. So they've got to do that.
I think we have to try the untried mold.
Yes,
I think we have to do the untried. It has to be a modern day, untried, highly rated coach who's been to multiple clubs. You know, I don't want a Longmire or a Simpson or any of that shit anymore. Just please go the modern route. There's a reason why clubs like Hawthorn do it. There's a reason that is successful, okay? Can we just do that for once? Can we just follow the successful trend for once instead of hiring a coach who's been sacked before? It's never worked in the history of the game. It wasn't going to work for you, Carlton. It wasn't going to work.
You know who I would have gotten in?
My battery's about to go, mate.
It's time to go!
You know who I would have gotten. You know who I would have gotten in before he left his club to go to another. I would have gotten in John Siracusa from Essendon to come in.
Well, he's still on the list.
Kingsley, fucking
head of develop. Yeah, Skipworth's a popular name now. Skipworth's still a popular name, but we did do the untried with Bolton. And we saw how that went. But again, club...
That's a caveat. I'm going to stop you there because we got cold feet there. We should never have got rid of Bolton.
100%.
We gutted the list. We're 30 players, nearly 25 players went within 2 years. You got all the experience. It was a fresh start from the beginning. All these kids came in. They were all zero gamers. You know, you'd have to stay with Bolton for 3 to 4 years minimum.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny about that, Mars?
One really bad season. I mean, how many times have we seen it? You just have to ride that wave, and that's the time where you can ride the wave. Right now we're in the land of mediocrity. We sack him, you're admitting defeat. If you don't sack him, well then the future's fucked because he's not the next premiership coach.
I think Wright and Davies are much better and 2 anti-Carlton appointments to make this decision than we had with Lloyd and all that other shit. Like Lloyd survived 3 coaches. So I think they made a decision with Voss. They kept him on. This is going to be it's going to be a shit year, but we need to have the focus on winning premierships. And this year we're not going to do that. But also, what is the goal to make us get to that? Why are we again? You go back to match committee; they make the safe decisions and all that. What can we get out of this year to try and get to that flag? They sack him. I believe Graham Wright and Davies are better men for the job to make a better decision. But if we go the untried route, we need to get someone who has got that football IQ, who can make that game plan for what the game will be in a few years. Like Mitchell did his apprenticeship. But like I said, he made that game plan for what the game will be so that teams have to chase. By the time we get that next coach in, they're going to make this might be a 2025 game plan. By the time it actually embedded, get the players, blah, blah, blah. 28, 29. Then what? What do we like? The game's changed again.
You got to go through the right processes again. You need to go through it all. They'll know. There'll be people that put their hand up and go, okay, they'll present what they think, where the game's going to go, what they want, what style of game they want to play, and blah, blah, blah. They've got all that, and I think we've got the right people. But again, Rocco said it in the week. They they tried to get a coach from under him. Like 4 people they went to. 4 people.
Do you reckon the players, and you know how things happen in football clubs, and we're seeing, and I think Aiden mentioned it before, but the culture is not there and the Sylvanis and all that have left. Do you reckon surely the players, and they all talk, and we've been at this for 5 years now, surely the players know that he's a dead man walking, and are they going to go that little extra mile? Are they going to do that little bit of a chase? Because we've had this same movie for 5 years. And yes, okay, Kernow, a bit of a sook, he left, right, whatever. Sylvani, cool. TDK, take the cash. But if you're a player there and you're 20, 21, 22, you're an Ollie Hollands or something, and you're like, this bloke, like, I'm hoping to have a 10+ year career. This bloke's not going to be around next year. Am I going to go that extra mile? Am I going to do the extra bits? Because look, McRae, they tried to get, he was the second fiddle. They tried to, obviously, Wright has called up a few friends and tried to do some deals and nothing came of it. They would have asked Longmire. They would have asked so-and-so. So I reckon the players surely have an inkling, not even an inkling, they would know. And that's why you're not seeing it as joined up. That's why you're not seeing it as cohesive and things like that. Because how can you trust the man and put your body on the line and all of that when the club, the new leaders have come in and said, hey, we've tried to replace him, but we can't. So we're going to try and get new assistant coaches and then see how that goes. And, you know, we're like Rocco said last year, we're probably the number 1 club that talks about assistant coaches the most. I just think there might be a bit of that as well, which does then, well, it has to translate on field. And we can see that with some of the things we've seen over the last 18 months.
But apparently they all love him. They all say,
Yeah,
I know they're supposed to say that, but like fucking clearly they don't because of the way that they've been playing over the last 2 weeks, if not the last 2 years.
Mark, I got a jet.
Yeah,
Boys,
I'm going to
have a good night.
Me too.
All right.
See ya.
It's time to go!
Thank you for Andy and Jad as well. Coming up on 2 hours. I don't know how we do it. I mean, we won, didn't we? A win feels like a lot.
Did it? This reminds me of some of your emergency meetings after some of the losses last year. I
felt better. I felt better after those losses than what I do now.
It's a crazy feeling.
It doesn't make any sense. We won.
It's the way we won.
It's the way we won, and we're expecting more. Like I want more now. I'm done with just winning or just get. I think what Tony said before. Like, what are we doing here? Are we playing for premierships or are we playing?
We're quantifying and activating.
So what are we doing here? I just don't understand what we're doing here. I don't think any of us know. And just quickly before we go, what Tony said before is spot on. I've been saying this for a little while now. Bringing Voss on for this last year, the players don't know where they're at. Why would you give yourself 100% when you don't even know who the coach is going to be next year? Why would you do it? Like, they don't know. They don't even know if they're going to get a contract next year. So why would you do it? Like, what if you don't love your coach? I think one coach said either you know, like they hate you or they love you, but it's the same thing. I don't think they hate him, but I don't think they love him. I think they're in the middle here. They got no idea where they're at. So how can they? We're all in this. What is a bizarro land? I don't know where we are. We're in the middle of nowhere at the moment. Well, what happens when you know, like in religion, when they say when you die and then you hang out in that middle part, you don't go, what's
We're
that
in purgatory. We're in purgatory.
That's exactly where we're at. We don't know. Yes, that's exactly where we're at.
And we can't make the hard calls, and then we're just going to keep ticking along. And then as clubs continue to develop, and the Suns and the Lions with their academy and the kids coming in, and Richmond gone, you know, like something like 16 players in the last 2 years or something, like from the draft. And we're just sitting in no man's land. And that's why it reminds me, sadly, of the early 2010s and that 14, 15, 16, where we just need to rip the Band-Aid off. We probably shouldn't cut. We're going to have better kids, and we probably shouldn't cut as deep, but we need to make a call one way or another. I don't think as fans we would be upset if we saw both Camporelli boys play and we saw Taylor Byrne, because you know what? Hey, we got to a prelim final. We were 5 goals up. Great. But in this 5 years, we've had 12 weeks of work. Let's be honest. Right?
Correct.
So, yeah. So I don't think we'd be, as fans, and again, it'd be another year of hopium and all of that, but I'd rather see Dirksen get a crack and Byrne get a crack than playing the same old names just to justify to keep Voss there because he thinks he's going to save his job. Let's be honest. In the heart of hearts, he knows he's gone. His manager would talk to him. The rumors would be happening. We know. So I think they need to just make the call, and I believe Wright and Davies are the two men to do that. But I think this is just going to be another terrible year that we're just going to have our joy from the emergency meetings.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to suck it up for a full year again. I did say it was gonna be a long year this year, so there'll be a lot of
And
ups, there'll be a lot of downs.
They're not going to make a decision. They're not going to make a decision on him until the end of the year, which will be worse.
Even if they do make it, just say they make it halfway through the year, it's still a wasted year because you
Yeah.
have to get like caretaker coach, and then have to do the interviews, and then we're going to start again, and then he's going to bring his own coaches in, and then he's got a new game plan, and then we're going to wait 3 or 4 years before we see. Like, it's just, gee, I feel this is the first time after emergency meeting I feel worse than when I first got on here.
Yeah. All right, everyone that joined us, we've just hit the 2 hours. Yeah, thank you for joining us again. Make sure you're watching. Oh, geez, I got a review tomorrow. Far out. My dad absolutely topped myself after that. But yeah, hopefully you are okay after that match. Yes, we did win. Yes, we won by 4 points against Epstein's Island again. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't liked, make sure you hit the like. If you're just joining us after the live, again, comment what you thought of it. We got 2 weeks to mull over this. Jeez. Oh, I'm going to need some actual therapy. But again, thank you to everybody that jumped on. Tony, Aiden, all the boys. Loved it.
Thank you, boys.
And everyone in the chat as well. Legends. Couldn't do it without you. Make sure you sub up as well. Let's get it to 5K. Take care and go Blues.
For him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen.
Somewhere.